What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. With that being said, I want to speak on a recent hire of that the Bears made. Their new head coach is Ben Johnson, and so I have some audio right from ESPN. Stephen A. Smith is interviewing Ben Johnson, and he's explaining in his words how he think he's the right guy for the job. I think that in my opinion, I mean it remains to be seen whether he's the right guy, right? And hopefully, he'll be able to turn the turn the Bears around. But I think it goes, in my opinion, like I think it goes deeper than the coach. I think the Bears as an organization has some issues that they need to really to iron out. Not just not just coaching, but I just think as an organization, they're not really they're not a good organization, in my opinion. But with that being said, I'm going to play the audio from Stephen A. Smith when he interviewed Ben Johnson, and listen to Ben Johnson and just give my reaction.
Have you ever dreamt of getting two of your fave Wendy's items for $7?
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm still getting it. Let me get this together here so I can. Okay, here we go.
Have made it that way, and scoring has gone up accordingly. And so we are here. We got to be able to support Caleb. The best way to do that is to keep him upright, no question about it. The other way to do that is to develop a strong running game. And so offensive line plays a key role in that. Our running backs got to be able to run hard and finish down the field, finish plays, and then we'll have a great supporting cast around them. So there's no question Caleb is at the forefront of our minds, but we need to bring the right people around him, and we need to build this thing together.
Coach, you made.
So, all right. So what Coach Ben Johnson just said is, this is basically what any coach or everybody would say, you know what I mean? Get the offensive line, shore up the offensive line and put a good running back, running game behind the quarterback. But that's a lot easier said than done. Every team in the NFL wants to have a great offensive line and a and a good running back, a great running back. Nobody, so that's basic. And so I'm going to listen to some more of his comments and see, kind of like what direction he think that he can take the Bears in.
Some news this week with something else you said, and I want to get to what everyone was talking about. You essentially calling out the Packers and their head coach, Matt LaFleur. Let's take a listen to that.
Dan Campbell, Kevin O'Connell, you're talking about two guys that are up for Coach of the Year awards as the season ends here. And to be quite frank with you, I kind of enjoyed beating Matt LaFleur twice a year.
Coach, what message were you trying to send there?
It's just some friendly banter. I have a lot of respect for Matt. I've told him that as recently as a month ago. And so it comes from a good place. Listen, there is a strong rivalry here between the Bears and the Packers. I'm well aware of it. I'm well aware of this division. I have a ton of respect, obviously, for all the coaches. There's, I think, 17 Pro Bowl players here. There's a ton of talent. If anything, it's all about competition. And listen, we're going to get their best shot. We're going to give them our best shot, and we'll see where the chips fall.
Coach, when you've been in your years in Detroit, obviously the offense has been absolutely exceptional. And I'm thinking about two wide receivers and two running backs all having more than 1,000 yards on this season. And I'm saying to myself, what do you think you're going to need to do in Chicago? Because you alluded to the running game, and obviously it's the Windy City, so you're going to have to run just as much as you throw, as far as I can tell. But talk to me about the adjustment you think, if there is one at all, that you're going to have to make from coaching in Detroit to being on that football field in Chicago.
Yeah, honestly, I can't tell you exactly how that's going to unfold yet. We got to get together, coaches and players, I wish it was as easy as just plopping down a playbook that I've been around in the past and saying, this is what we're going to do. But no, we're going to mold into what our players do well. I got to get to know Caleb a little bit better. We've had some great conversations so far, but until he and I really sit down for an extended period of time, along with the rest of the coaching staff, you don't know what direction this could possibly go. The good news is this: we're going to have a really experienced staff. I think we're going to have the right mix of guys here on this staff. We're going to have a lot of different influences. And so I think we'll be able to build something really special, but we can't go ahead and predetermine that. We really need to know who's going to be in the building first.
Coaching in the NFC North these last few years, as you have, do you believe it puts you at a distinct advantage to now be a head coach within that division?
No, listen, I know the talent level. I know the other coaches in this division. It's hard. It's a challenge. I get that. And honestly, as the competitor, that's what I want to be a part of. I wanted to take the hard road. That's really been the story of my career. I've gone the long way, the hard way. And it has played a huge role in wanting to stay in this division. So does it give me a leg up? I don't think so. The only way we make some noise here is if we do it the right way, which is through hard work and sacrifice. But if we have the guys in this locker room that are willing to do that, yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right. So I think that, like I said, in my opinion, I think Coach Ben Johnson really got his work cut out for him. And so, but when I look at the comments, though, I see that, Chicago fans seem to be pretty happy, like with the guy, with this coach. And so, I guess because they are more familiar with this coach, I'm not I know that he did coach at he was on the staff with the Detroit Lions, right? As an offensive coach or coordinator. And so, but I think Chicago fans are happy with this, this choice. And so let me read some of the comments. It says, a week ago, I barely knew who Ben Johnson was. Now I feel like I've known him all my life. So that's one. That's not okay. Here we go from a lifelong. This guy says, as a lifelong Bears fan, I've never, and I mean never, heard a coach speak with so much conviction as Ben Johnson. Can't wait for the future. So yeah, this dude is going, let me see. He's going everywhere and doing all the interviews. I'm hopeful for Caleb's future with Ben. The wildest division in football just got wilder. So, I mean, you're not really getting any negative comments. What I'm reading here, I'm happy for Chicago Bears fans. Let me see. Yeah, so basically everything is positive. And so we'll see, but I don't think that, I think, like I said, he got his work cut out for him. And every coach wants to build their offensive line in their running game. That's the best way to help out your quarterback and the rest of your team. So yeah, I mean, I just think it just remains to be seen. Good luck to the Chicago Bears. They're gonna need it. That's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe. And with that being said, don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.